So with our math message, you can't tell who is correct. So you can't tell if Keon or Letitia is correct because they measured the angle with different size wedges. So it's important that when we're measuring angles, we all use the same type of measurement. So we measure angles in degrees. So if we all measure angles in degrees, that means that we will all get the same measurements, unlike Keon and Letitia did. So here I have this little tool that I am able to make different angles with. So right now, the angle is 0. So there's no angle. But as I make a bigger angle, the degrees get greater. So right now, this is a 15-degree angle. This would be considered an acute angle because it's less than 90 degrees. So let's show a 90-degree angle here. So 90-degree angle, perfect. So this, remember, is called a right angle because it is exactly 90 degrees. If I were to move this up even 1 degree, an 89-degree angle is now an acute angle. 90 degrees, a right angle. Now, if I were to move this to 91 degrees, do you know what this would be called? So past 90 degrees, it would be called an obtuse angle. So 91 degrees and greater is going to be considered obtuse. So now, as soon as I go to 180 now, this is called a straight angle. Exactly 180 degrees is a straight angle. If I were to go 179, it's still an obtuse. 180, it is a straight angle. So now if we connect this to yesterday's lesson when we talked about quarter turns, full turns, and half turns, let's go do a quarter turn, like we did with our straws yesterday. So a quarter turn is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, 1/4 of a turn is 90 degrees. So right angles are around 90 degrees. If we go a half turn, that is, oops, I'm having some technical difficulties. Just one moment. Okay, so a half turn is about 180. We said that's a straight angle. Okay, so half of a turn. If we go to 3/4 of a turn, is 270. And then a full turn would be equal to 360 degrees. Okay, so that's how we can connect it to the angles that we talked about yesterday. So as you do your math journal, page 183, you're going to be looking at different types of angles, and you're going to guess or decide whether it's right acute, obtuse, or reflex. So an acute angle is, remember, 89 degrees, there we go, or less. A right angle is going to be exactly 90 degrees. An obtuse angle is going to be 91 degrees or greater. A reflex angle is going to be over or greater than 180 degrees. So this is an example of a reflex angle. This is an example of a reflex angle. All of these are different reflex angles. So that is when your angle goes greater than a half turn. So any angle greater than a half turn is going to be called a reflex angle.